Hello everybody, this is Des Talks About Stuff here, aka Desi, and welcome back to another episode of Ramblin' Rollers, my recap and review series for High Rollers. This time doing episode 2 of the Aerois campaign, aka Campaign 2. And so, let's just get right into this. But first, first, right before we get into it, I'm gonna start doing a thing called the Daddy Count, which is the number of times Lucius says daddy. In this episode, he said it a total of 10 times. In fact, if you were watching live on the High Rollers Twitch channel, you might have seen in the chat that most people are betting, including myself. If you saw a Desiree55 in there and she betted 18, that was me. Sadly, I did not win. It was someone else who guessed the number 12. But next week, I'm totally gonna win it. So, but now with that out of the way, let's get right into this. The episode starts off with an initiative, but instead of fighting, they negotiate with 2 wild elves that plan on taking all of Arvel's stuff. I think that was his name. Fuck, I forgot to write down his name. Anyways, pretty sure his name is Arvel. 80% sure, but yeah, they talk a bit. They talk a bit on about what they're gonna do. And eventually they come to the conclusion that Lucius will give them 50 gold and they will leave them the fuck alone because they have a lot of shiny shit on them. Like, they leave Sentry and Ayla alone since Ayla's a wild elf like them and Sentry is this robot, and it's like kind of like all naturey and stuff. Doesn't look like she has much valuables on her. But Nova, Lucius, and Quill, oh yeah, definitely, especially Lucius, okay? But yeah, Lucius bribes them with 50 gold, and they accept that and, go away. And it turns out they might have been exiled from a clan of elves. So who knows? I forgot to write down what clan they said they were from, but anyways, apparently Duskhaven, which is I think where Lucius is from. We know that is one of the 7 Skye cities. Although I just want to point something out real quick. While watching the intro on stream once again, which still gives me chills by the way, I noticed a commenter point out that in the intro there are 8 Skye cities, not 7. So like either they done goofed it or maybe there's a secret city. Who knows? Plot. Because Tom Hazel said there is a lot of lore in that intro. And maybe it could be lore we don't exactly know yet. Who knows? But yeah, anyways, Duskhaven is the name of one of the 7 Skye cities. And in the Grandlands, they also have I don't know if it's like a village or a city, but it's like the best thing they got is called Gold Throne. And that's where I think that's where Arvel said he's from. And yeah. So they spend some time talking about like where they should go and stuff, and of course being high rollers, they spend about half the episode planning on where they should go. Lucius starts talking about his dad's thing, like what his family is like. I'm pretty sure it's like what his family's known for, but we don't know it because Trot said he didn't even know it. Personally, I think it's an East Bake Oven. Scratch that, it is definitely an East Bake Oven. It's a bedazzled East Bake Oven. I already made the fan art of it. It has to be a bedazzled. I don't know why, but it's like Quill with moon shoes and Ayla with the sock popper. I guess I just like the High Rollers Campaign 2 guys with early 2000s to late 90s kids toys. Like, who knows? But yeah, apparently, alright, so we learned a bit more about the Core Shadows, which are now called the Remnant. And those were like the baddies that were attacking either those are the baddies that were attacking the ship, or they were people who killed the goddess, or both. It might have been both. I only wrote down basic notes for this episode. I should really write down in more detailed notes for next time. I know that now. But yeah, we learned a bit more about that. There was quite a bit of lore in this episode. Also, I thought it'd be interesting to note that Nova is interested in Skye jousting. Now, it could just be because we don't know if it's like in connection or something. I doubt it is. But but like she seems like interested in it. Maybe it's like a hobby she want to do one time. Also, Lucius kind of seems like it's not that fun. That boy definitely that boy definitely tried to do it once and wasn't picked for the team. I'm betting it now, and they wouldn't take Daddy's bribes. So they decide to go check the ship and like try to get like supplies and stuff from there. And when they get there, Nova finds this thing. I forgot. I didn't write it down once again, but it's basically a thing that like you could build ships with, and like that's like the key thing. Mark literally said, so like if you want to build a ship, it's like hinting at they're probably gonna build a ship at some point. It's like Mark was like, if you want to build a ship, I'm gonna say at some point to get to the Skye Cities, they are gonna build a ship. That is either that or maybe to space. One of those. Maybe that's how like through this whole campaign they keep getting pieces and pieces of ship parts. And they're gonna put them together and make a giant spaceship and go to space. That'd be badass. That'd be great. I'd love that, personally. I guess so they find the case Lucius had brought with him, which is apparently a prototype, probably for an easy bake oven, like I said. And like Lucius is saying, thankful of course. Quill has a very far line of sight, like 30 to 40 feet or something like that, or 20 to 30 feet, something like that. And he sees someone watching the group, and it turns out to be Vala, the 14-year-old girl who is most likely the goddess of Skye reborn. I'm just saying, watch my last video for the theory. So basically, they're talking to her and stuff like, hey, like, you probably shouldn't be around stuff, and she was just bored. By the way, I want to point out, Mark Humes is goddamn great at children/teenage characters. I mean, we already knew this with, like, girly and stuff, like, let's face it, if it isn't clear, the entire fandom fell in love with Girly so much that after she was, like, gone, even for, like, over a year, people were still goddamn, on the Q&A stream, people were still goddamn asking literally everybody and their mother, where is Girly? And we just drove Mark Humes insane. But yeah, Mark is really good at children characters and teenage characters, and you can definitely see this with Vala, because she is definitely a 14-year-old girl. She is literally me when I was 14. Like, you could, and like, you don't believe me, to go back a few of my videos when I was 14. That me. Like, just really disinterested in a lot of things. Just like, I don't want to learn, and whenever she sees a weapon, she gets really fucking excited. Yeah, I was a weird 14-year-old kid, but that's like, anyways, Mark Humes, really good at children. Anyways, so yeah, we also find out a bit about Sentry this episode. We get a tiny little tidbit of her backstory, and like when she said this, like I didn't see anybody in chat or in Discord was like, ooh, we get a bit of Sentry backstory. I felt like I was the only one who noticed this. Like Sentry's talking about how she used to look after a girl, and at least Nova knew this, because like maybe she talked about it a bit in session 0. But she looked after a girl that didn't fight. So like, who is this girl she looked after? With like that's a little backstory. Why wasn't anybody like? Did nobody else notice this but me? And yeah. So Vala, they give Vala some weapons and stuff so she knows how to defend herself, because you're 14, gotta learn how to defend yourself. And Ayla tells her that she's gonna teach Vala how to fight. And we end off the episode with more wild elves coming to the ship. And so far, this is episode 2 of the Aerois campaign. So far, both episodes have ended with wild elves possibly going to attack. We're probably going to start with initiative again next episode. But anyways, that was episode 2 for of the Aerois campaign. I very much enjoyed it. I cannot wait for it. Also, I'd like to point out, we had a fan art video this week, which was great. A lot of my friends showed up, which is amazing. I sadly didn't show up this time, but next week, get it, hashtag get Des in a fan art video, get it trending literally everywhere. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get it next week. Don't worry, guys. But thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on this video. Tell me what you thought of the episode. Did you think it was a good episode? Like what was your favorite parts? Do you have a personal favorite character yet? I am still very much an Ayla girl, but I also really love Lucius. And Nova's also getting my heart a bit and stuff. I'm liking everybody so far. But yes, anyways, tell me what you think down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.